Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It feels so good to be sitting down and filming this video right now. Welcome back and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please join the family, subscribe. My name is Somi Charles here on YouTube. I film lifestyle videos in Canada, about Canada. I live in British Columbia, Canada. So yeah, join the family, and to my OGs, to the very ones who made this channel what it is today, for the consistency, for waiting on me. I love you guys so much. It's so nice to be here again and start creating content again with you guys, or for you guys. Thank you guys so much. I know I owe you guys an explanation, and I will explain myself. Okay, I really hope the content of this video is able to soothe you and cool your temper. Though I haven't been active here on YouTube, I have been active on my social media, Instagram especially, which was where I posted this prompt for a Q&A, because this video, if you can't tell already, is going to be a question and answer session, because I figured, like, wait, what's the best way to just get back? And I'm sure that this will serve as some sort of life update as well, because when I went through the questions, I just saw that, you know, some questions are going to prompt me to talk about what's been going on and why I've been away. So yeah, this is a life update Q&A video. So if you're not following me on Instagram, do follow me on there so you can check up on me and maybe not miss me so much while I am away from YouTube. I'm not saying I'm going anywhere. I am back, and I am back. Like, I'm really hoping and planning to be consistent this time around. So let's get into this video. But before we start this Q&A, I just want to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video, BetterHelp. Discussing therapy can be very awkward, but the fact remains that therapy gives us the tools to view life in a different way. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with stress, we know for a fact that we all deal with stress, okay? Or just seeking personal growth, BetterHelp has got your back. Finding a therapist can be hard, and BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy accessible to everybody. It's all online, it's fully remote, and with just signing up, once you sign up with my link, fill out a questionnaire, they would hook you up with a therapist that suits you, that matches you. And the good thing is that you can always change if you don't feel as comfortable as you thought you would with a therapist that you are assigned to. Using that link will support my channel, but it will also get you 10% off. So join the BetterHelp family. Who's ready to get into this Q&A? Because I am. So I'm looking down on my phone, I'm going to be reading out the questions and then answering them. So let's begin. First question: how was your experience in Kamloops generally? My experience in Kamloops was pretty good, or has been pretty good, because I am still here. I'm glad that I came to Kamloops first, because I didn't feel overwhelmed by the country or by the province or by the city, because it's a relatively small city, so I was able to adjust easily. And I'm just going to use this opportunity to give anyone who's planning to relocate an advice, which is, personally, and this is my personal opinion, okay, I feel like people shouldn't, if you're an immigrant, it's your first time coming to Canada, I don't think you should move into a really big city like Vancouver or Toronto, because you can easily get overwhelmed by the size of the city, the cost of the city, and it's just going to be harder to adjust. Of course, anything is possible. People have done it. It's absolutely possible. But I feel like it's easier to adjust to a smaller city than it is to adjust to a bigger city. I've seen and heard people who complained about the rush and just the stress that they felt moving into a really big and expensive city as opposed to a smaller, less expensive city. Like, everywhere is becoming expensive, no doubt. Even Kamloops that used to be more affordable is becoming expensive now. Still, I'd say it's easier to adjust. So I didn't find it hard adjusting to the city. I only knew about 2 people before coming, and they helped me feel comfortable, and then I started meeting people. So yeah, I've met really good people, I've met interesting people. I will say though that being in a small city, you have to be aware that people generally like to talk because there's not a lot to do, so people would like to have conversations. So just keep that in mind, but it's not a big deal for me. Like, it is what it is. But I would say I'm glad that I came to Kamloops, and then I can decide if I want to, you know, move into a bigger city or remain in my small city, if you get what I mean. So yeah, Kamloops has been good. Sorry, what have you been up to since graduation? Are you working? Here we go. Since graduation, I have been working. Like, let me tell you guys what happened to me. I graduated, well, I finished school and I went on vacation. I came back from vacation and then had my graduation ceremony. My graduation ceremony was on a Friday, and Monday I resumed a new job. So yeah, let's just say that life just took me in. Like, I went right into the real world, like they say. So it was very stressful. Even though, yes, I am absolutely grateful for the job that I have and for being able to work. My body, I didn't realize how much my body needed to adjust. My mind needed to adjust, plus just being in a different environment and having to learn new things and just learn about the organization. So it was a lot, but I am definitely grateful. His next question is, what color do you use for your hair? She said your ginger hairs, and this is it. I really love this hair. My first time trying this color. So it's a mix of gold 27, very little of the gold. The main ginger color is called B Rose. It's expression, and usually expression comes with numbers, right? But it didn't have a number, it just said B Rose. So that's the color that I use on my hair. What's your skincare routine? Any tips for a complete beginner? Honestly, yeah, I am still trying to get a hang of my skincare routine. I'm not doing too much, but at the same time I'm trying out different products at the moment. I'm currently on the snail train. You know those snail products? I'll put the name of the brand. I can't remember off the top of my head. I use like the essence cream and the face wash as well. So that has been my consistent routine for about 2 months now, and I'm liking it, and I think I'm going to restock. So when I feel like my skincare is very stable, I will definitely love to do a skincare routine, and I hope you guys watch. Would you watch? But definitely sunscreen. Sunscreen is a must. Someone asks, how old are you? I'm gonna answer this question, but like, what's the deal with people being offended when asked their age? Like, was it the Real Housewives of Lagos? I haven't started the season 2, but I saw a clip on Instagram where like apparently one of the new housewives was offended when someone asked her age. I'm like, why do you feel offended? Except it was asked in a rude way. I don't see a reason why one should be offended. If there's a reason why you get offended for being asked your age, please let me know. But anyways, I am 27. All that's just to say my age. Yes, I am 27 years old. Have you gotten your work permit already? Yes, I have gotten my work permit. I have transitioned from being on my study permit into my work permit, and I'm actually so happy. I actually got it pretty fast as well, because I've traveled twice since finishing school, and I made sure to get my work permit before traveling because my study permit was about to expire and I can't leave the country without a valid permit, right? So I made sure to get it really early. So I have a question here that says, why have you been off YouTube for a while? In all honesty, yeah, I can give all the excuses in the world, but I really feel like the reason why I've been off YouTube is due to laziness, yes, and not planning well, or maybe just being lazy. Because yes, work is busy, yes, I'm tired, yes, there's this, yes, there's that, but I know deep down that if I plan my schedule out well and just put in the work, just sit down. Like today I almost procrastinated again. Because I went to the gym in the morning, I did leg day. If you know, you know. I was tired. I even slept for a bit. Like my friend had to like ginger me. She was like, yo, just film this video. Like I have procrastinated. Like you guys don't even know, man. Like I've had brands even reach out to me, and I'm still like, yo, I don't have the energy. So I don't know if I was demotivated, but I do know that once I start, I will be consistent, and I hope this video is able to, you know, push me to be more consistent. So please guys, support me, give me a lot of motivation, encourage me so I can keep going. But yeah, I absolutely love having a YouTube channel and being here. Like I have so many videos that I want to share with you guys. I have so many topics lined out. It's only just to start talking and filming. I have so much information that I feel is going to be very useful to everybody. I'm really hoping to be consistent now. Pray for me. Question here, do you like animes? If you do, which is your favorite? I wouldn't say I don't like animes, but I don't watch animes. Yeah, but I do watch K-dramas. I absolutely love watching K-dramas. They're my favorite. They just know, like Korean dramas just know how to bring out your emotion. They make you feel all the feels, all the love, all the hatred. Don't watch animes. Just never got into it. So yeah. Next question is, how did you get your current job? Oof. The honest truth is I applied. Now let me tell you my game plan and how it worked out for me. I started applying for jobs at the beginning of my last semester of school. Planning is very essential, which is why, you know, when I was asked a question about why I haven't filmed a YouTube video, I feel like it's just laziness, because if I plan well, I should be able to be putting out content. So I planned for like my job search. I said, okay, I'm gonna start applying at the beginning of my first semester. So winter semester this year was my last semester. So the winter semester runs from January to April, right? So I started applying for jobs in January, and I actually got like 2 interviews by February-ish. One I almost got, but because I was still in school, I still had my full school schedule and I needed someone to start ASAP. I lost that, but that's okay. I just started and I just continued, and then I got called for an interview for my current role. When? Like in April also? Yeah, around April-ish was when I got called for an interview. And basically I applied for so many roles that aligned to my field, right? And in different organizations, but there was one I was targeting. And you know what's funny, like just to show you how many jobs I applied for, after I got the job and I started working, I was still getting like rejection letters for the other roles that I had applied for, like so many. Even before I got the interview, I was getting rejection emails, but I was still applying. So honestly, the key is applying massively, because you don't know which one would click, right? And also take your time when applying. At least for the website I was applying on, you know, when they needed me to write cover letters, I made sure to write a good cover letter for each job that I applied for. It can be stressful, but we just got to do it. I brushed up my resume before I started applying. What else did I do? Networking can help as well. I didn't get my current role through networking, but I know several people who have gotten their roles through networking, going for job fairs, going for networking events. So yeah, anything can help. So just keep pushing. I know it's hard. I know it seems like there are no jobs, but believe me, there are jobs. And sometimes when you even look at the requirements, it's not even that deep. So you can absolutely get the job of your dream. Just put in the work and the time and be ready to be patient, because patience is definitely needed. So someone asked, what are your current plans towards buying a house in Canada? This person is so serious. What are your current my current plans of buying a house in Canada? I like the word current because what I'm about to say is my current plan. It's my current opinion. I can change my mind in a year from now. So here we go. Honestly, the housing market, first of all, there's a housing crisis now in Canada. Very expensive. The interest rate for mortgages have skyrocketed. They're around like 6 to 7% right now. And I just feel like it's super expensive. To be honest, I feel, like I said, this is my current personal opinion. I feel like renting is pretty much more affordable than owning a house right now. I know a lot of people like to say, why should I be renting when I can be paying the same amount for my mortgage and be paying my mortgage instead of paying someone else's mortgage? Yeah, mortgage is one thing. Then there's the interest. Then there's a tax slash strat. I always forget that name. Strata. Yeah, there's a strata. There's the maintenance. There's the furnishing of the house. There's the unexpected costs. You're the landlord. You're the owner. If something happens, you're the one fixing it. You're not calling the landlord to come fix any damage that's in the house. And that's okay. Those are some of the things that comes with owning a house. But I personally, at the moment, I am not ready to take up that responsibility. There's a time for everything. And personally, the time for owning a house is not now for me. In the future, yes, I welcome the idea and the thought of owning a house in the future. But what I will not do is own a house and be broke, or own a house and be dying of hunger. The main thing before buying a house would be running the numbers. If the numbers don't work for my account, for myself, and for what I need, I will not do it. It's not just about, oh, own a house, just pay your mortgage for the next 30 years instead of paying rent to someone else for the next so years. I have to run the numbers and just do what makes sense for me. And yeah, I haven't run any numbers because I'm not even thinking about owning a house yet. But definitely in the future, I'd also love to own an investment property. In general, owning a house, like having a house, is something that increases in value, right? So you can not really go wrong with it, but you could also go wrong with it if you don't run the numbers correctly. So yeah, that's my current take on it. That was just like a long spiel on owning a house. Like I had to do that spiel because I feel like there's this thing of like people just wanting to own a house because it sounds nice. I own a house, but have you run the numbers? Do you know what it's going to actually cost? It's not just the mortgage. Have you thought about the taxes, the maintenance, the interest? Like, have you put everything into consideration? It's not just a name. I'm a house owner. It sounds great and it's a great thing, but I just wouldn't do it to my detriment, is what I'm saying. But I will if the numbers add up. I will. Don't think that I'm not gonna own a house. Like, I will when and if the numbers add up. Next question. I heard BC is mad expensive. would you advise a newbie to come settle in BC or otherwise? To be fair, at this point, everywhere is expensive. In all honesty, everywhere is super expensive. But the trick is, no matter what the province you go to, like I said in one of the first questions I answered, don't go to a large city. The larger cities are more expensive than the smaller cities. So if you're coming to BC, don't go to Vancouver. Vancouver is an expensive city. It's the metropolitan city, right? So you don't want to go to those kinds of cities. If you're going to Ontario, you don't want to go to Toronto. And I'm not saying don't go there. I'm just saying, like, if you want to be conscious about cost, you don't want to go and put yourself in the expensive city, right? So you want to look for a city in that province that's affordable, and you can test the waters and decide, okay, do I want to now move to the city after you have adjusted, or do you want to stay in your small city? I'll say where I am is averagely expensive. There are other smaller cities that are less expensive. I wouldn't say go to the very, very, very tiny cities though, because there will be lack of life per se, in my opinion, or lack of, let's just say the African store if you're African, just lack of things, a lack of people, because smaller cities have lesser people, right? So just, I would say, look for the cities that are less expensive within BC to relocate to if you really want to come to BC. And then you can decide if you want to move to Vancouver or not. BC has great weather, by the way, so come. So someone's asking, why is it difficult to date Niger girls with PR in Canada? This is news to me. I do not know anything about this. Why is it hard to date Niger girls with PR? I don't know. I didn't know it was a thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help. I'm not a permanent residence holder in the future, by God's grace. I guess I would see if it's hard to date me then. But anyways, I honestly don't know anything about this. Yeah, weird, I don't know. Next question, what are your plans now that you have graduated? Oof, my plans now, really, I have a job, so I'm doing that, and my current goal is just to keep working and then eventually apply for my permanent residency when the time comes. There are several pathways to apply for permanent residency, so I think I'm at that position where I'm trying to figure out what pathway I want to use for my permanent residency. Yeah, my plans is just to work but not get overwhelmed with work. My plan is to keep filming YouTube video. My plan is to have a good time, make time for my friends and family, and make sure to just get enough rest and not feel overwhelmed, really. If you don't know, a lot of people who finish school, you think, okay, they're happy and they're done with school, but then there's that stress of, oh my gosh, how am I going to get my permanent residency? Which is why I would actually say I'll use this medium to advise people now, because it just came to my mind. If you're coming to school in Canada, please try to go for a 2-year course as opposed to a 1-year course, a 2-year and above course as opposed to a 1-year course, because when you're done with school, 1 year might seem like, okay, 1 year, even 3 years is not that much. 1 year is not a lot of time to find a job and apply for your permanent residency. It has happened for people and I'm happy for them, but you don't want to be in that time crunch, right? You want to be able to take your time, not like to relax, but you want to be able to take your time to find a job and then apply for your permanent residency, right? If you have just 1 year, it's harder to, like, you're just going to be rushing, looking for jobs, and we don't know when you're going to get a job, and then time is going and you haven't applied for your permanent residency. So someone asked me, would you ever go back to school again to further your education? School is not easy, like, honestly right now I don't think it's something I can handle. I will, however, be open to taking certification courses, like courses that are short term, 4 to 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, depending. That I can do. Even that is already will be hard right now because I don't feel like studying anything. But I think certification courses for sure. If I want to go back to school, like actual school, is going to be something that I feel very strongly about, and I'm sure that I really want to do because, you know, honestly, yeah, before I went for my undergrad, I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to do. I just looked around me and saw what most people were doing. Then I went for that course. So I wouldn't say I have like gone to school for something that I was so passionate about. So I wouldn't want to go to school just for going sake. So if I'm going back to school, it's going to be something that I feel very strongly about and know that I really want to pursue. But yeah, if not that, I would not be going back to school. But yeah, certification courses for sure, I am open to those. That's all the questions I can answer today. Thank you guys so much for dropping these questions and helping me film this video. If I didn't have these questions, I don't know how I'd have been able to give you guys a live update, and I hope the questions and the answers that I gave were able to give an explanation of why I've been away and what I'm currently up to. Back now, and hopefully back to stay and be consistent. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Let me know what videos you would like me to film for you. I do have some videos that I want to put out, but I also want to be aligned with what you guys want as well. So do let me know what sort of videos you would like for me to film, and I will gladly do that for you guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Mwah.